And action. Hello there, YouTube. Ed here, W4EMB. Today we're going to talk about QTH and states. So we're going to go ahead and do a 50 states exercise where I'm going to play each of the 50 states at varying speeds. So let's go ahead and get a pencil and piece of paper out. And let's number your paper 1 through 10 because I'm going to do the 50 states in groups of 10 before I change up any of the variables. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's adjust the camera. I'm going to adjust my microphone so it picks up the radio better. So my audio is going to change. So this is what my audio sounds like here. I'm going to go over here to the radio. I'm going to bump up my radio just a bit more so you can maybe hear it better. All right, the first group of 10, I'm going to try something different. I'm actually going to send it on this key. All right, this is my Benell double speed key. It's a very old key. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a try. I'm going to send each one twice, okay? So here we go. Exercise 1, first group of 10 on the double speed key. I'll send each state twice. Again. Next. Again. Next. Again. Next. 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 Again. Next. Again. Next. Again. Next. Again. And then finally number 10. Again. Hopefully that wasn't absolute horrible. However, you have to be prepared to hear people on sideswipers and bugs, and you have to be able to try to decipher it because everybody has their own fist. And I haven't practiced on that enough to be polite to your ears. All right, so here we go with the next one. We're going to do this at 14 words a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the answers. On that first group of 10, IN for Indiana, OR, Oregon, NC, North Carolina, WI, Wisconsin, TX, Texas, KY, Kentucky, AZ, Arizona, FL, Florida, TN, Tennessee, and finally OH, Ohio. Okay, so here comes our second set of 10 at 14 words a minute. I'm going to do a couple V's since I've just come off that key here. Okay, all right, here we go. Second set of 10, 14 words a minute. Again. Next. 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 Again. Okay. Those answers for that set were HI for Hawaii. Next was CA for California. Next, WA, Washington. Next, PA for Pennsylvania. Next, ME for Maine. Next, MT for Montana. Next, VT, Vermont. Next, WY, Wyoming. Next, SD, South Dakota. And finally, MI for Michigan. Okay, now that we're there, let's go to our third set of 10. And this third set of 10 is going to be at 16 words a minute. And I'm not going to say next in between. I'm just going to play each state twice. So I might change the words I'm saying just to shorten it a little bit. All right, here we go. Group 3, 16 words a minute, 10 states. A couple V's to get used to the speed change. Okay, here we go. Next. 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 And then finally number 10. Okay, those answers are AL for Alabama, CT, Connecticut, IA, Iowa, MN, Minnesota, NJ, New Jersey, OK, Oklahoma, UT, Utah, VA, Virginia, NH, New Hampshire, and finally RI for Rhode Island. So let's go ahead and we're going to bump our speed up again, and we're going to go 18 words a minute. I'm going to do it just like I did with that exercise. I'll play each one twice, and I'll say next in between each group of 2. Fourth set, 18 words a minute, 10 states. Here we go. Couple V's. All right, let's not transmit this time. A couple V's. Okay, here we go. 18 words a minute, 10 states. Here we go. Next. 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 And finally, number 10. All right, there we go. And those answers, folks, those answers are going to be KS for Kansas, MO, Missouri, AK for Alaska, WV for West Virginia, IL, Illinois, LA, Louisiana, SC, South Carolina, AR, Arkansas, NE, Nebraska, and then finally DE for Delaware. All right, next, our fifth and final set. This is going to be at 20 words a minute, and I'm going to do a couple V's just to get used to the speed change here. All right, I'll play each one twice. So, pencils ready? Here we go. Next. 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 And then finally, all right, there we go. So let's go ahead and have those answers for that final group of 10. They were NM for New Mexico, NV for Nevada, MA, Massachusetts, GA, Georgia, ND for North Dakota, MS, Mississippi, CO, Colorado, ID, Idaho, NY, New York, and finally MD for Maryland. All right, so I hope that exercise helps you practice some of your states for QTH, state copy practice. I think that that's a good exercise to do, especially working on some of those states that maybe you don't get as many times on the air, so that way when you do hear them, it doesn't throw you for a loop. Drop in the comments below how this exercise fits you. And also, just a heads up, I do have 3 videos that I have set on publish, so they'll come out 1 per week. As far as it was my Ohio trip videos. But be warned, there was a couple days when I was in Ohio and I did a POTA where the QSOs just dried up. My first 2 POTAs were good as far as QSOs, but the next 2 or 3 I did after that was it was a lot of CQing and finally getting a 10. So I would turn off the camera, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, and I tried to edit and stitch it together. So it might just be a long, boring trip of just sitting there watching me talk to the camera on 1 or 2 of those videos. But anyway, feel free to skip those. The Ohio trip videos aren't really my favorite as far as content-wise. It didn't turn out so well. But anyway, I appreciate it, everybody. And thank you to my coffee crew and coffee club supporters of the channel. Definitely appreciate you folks. And again, if this kind of content suits you, please drop me a comment down below. Hit that thumbs up for me if you would. That helps the algorithm get me to more people. I get emails from people that say, hey, I finally found your channel. Good stuff. I'm like, boy, I must not be popping up on searches as much. And I think that comes from the thumbs ups. I guess it helps spread me around to people who are also looking at our type of content. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm at W4EMB 72. If you're QRP like you should be. Marcos.